light shines on, the Spirit helps me guide my way. I know this ain't just me. I walk strong, but this time I won't be afraid. I know this ain't just me. No, this ain't just me.
Hello and welcome back to Silver Arrow Tarot. This is me, Amanda. I am happy to be back and joining you again for another pick a card reading. I decided that today's topic was going to be just some general collective messages from your spirit guides, from the universe, from your higher self, whoever you like to work with, speak to, whatever feels good to you. So I am going to be working with 4 different decks here today, and we'll just be getting some general collective messages. And yeah, I hope you guys have been doing well. Please feel free to leave me a comment below and make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me and helps get these messages out to the people who really need them. It's not really about me. It's not really about my ego. I don't really care about likes. I don't care about subscribers, but I do care about getting these messages from Spirit out into the world so that everyone can benefit from what I'm getting. So let's take a look at, I'll show you the decks we're using and then we'll get into the piles. So this is my brand new deck. Highly recommend. 5 thumbs up. The Priestess of Light Oracle. I feel a very special connection to this one. I'm so glad that I picked it up. Then we are going to be using the Return to Spirit by Cheryl Lily Harnish, another Oracle deck. And then we have Sacred Symbols, classic. And then of course our tried and true Rider-Waite, although this is a slightly different Rider-Waite publishing of these illustrations, but I just picked it up last week and I really like the quality, and of course it's always nice to go back to a nice tried and true classic Rider-Waite illustrations. So without further ado, I'm going to pull cards for 4 piles, and you can use your intuition to pick your favorite pile or your most intuitively drawn to pile. So all right, I hope you guys have a beautiful Libra season. I hope you're having a good Libra season, and hopefully I'll see you again before Halloween, but if I don't, have a happy Halloween. All right, see you soon. Bye. Hello, I'm back, and here are the 4 piles for you to choose from. So if you could just take a deep breath with me, in and out, and center yourself and allow yourself to pick from pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, or pile 4. All right, guys. Also, a quick reminder that this painting and other paintings that I have done myself are on sale, so you can check those out. I will leave a link to my Etsy shop below, and I will see you in your reading. All right, bye guys. Hello, beautiful pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me. Just a quick reminder, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. My videos could use your support, and my channel could definitely use your support, not because I need an ego boost, but because I really want these messages to get out there to the people who really need to hear them. I'm channeling them from Spirit to you, so this is not about some kind of I'm not here for fame and fortune. I'm really not. My channel doesn't make any money, so it's just about getting my service, my acts of service from my heart out into the world. So let's get into your reading. The first card that you had is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And then we have the 8 of Cups reversed. And then we have the 7 of Wands reversed, okay? So for a lot of you, I'm hearing there could have been or has been or maybe still continuing to be some issues around finances, concerns about finances or career, money and abundance, maybe not quite being where you want it to be or having some difficulties, some struggles there in that area. We have the 8 of Cups reversed, which is, I'm hearing not fitting in. So it's like, I just feel like something about your career or financial situation is just not working out for you. You're not fitting in somewhere you thought you would, or things are just not working how you want them to work, or you thought they would be working. There's an element of here of struggle as well with the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is someone who's trying to stay on top of things. With it being reversed, I feel like either it's definitely you don't feel like you're on top of things. It's over your head or becoming over your head. And so there is a definite message here about a need for some change in direction, because you have on the bottom of this deck becoming something new. So I'm really feeling like for pile 1, the collective energies here are about kind of realigning, okay? Because we're going to get into these cards here. It says wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music, divine feminine, magnetic, receptive, power. And then your final card here is shamanic journey, purpose, attunement, and vision quest. So it might be pointing you in the direction, this reading feels like it's pointing me in the direction of letting you know that it's time to really refocus on what's really most important to you. Maybe taking some time out to look at, get back in touch with the core reasons why you're on a particular path or on a particular journey, and realign with that and get yourself back into the emotional space of what you are wanting, because that's how we manifest, especially in the sense of the divine feminine manifestation kind of energy. And I'm also kind of like with that fitting in thing, it's making me feel like maybe you've been trying to manifest from kind of a masculine space, and it's time to sort of switch over into maybe practicing or working with manifestation from a more feminine, receptive space, and just letting things come to you and practicing with that. That's really all about getting yourself into the right emotional space, right? And I think that's why this wisdom card with joy, art, and music is coming out for you, because that is one of the best ways we can get ourselves into that space of abundance, that space of joy and alignment, is to be doing things that really truly bring us joy from the space of just purely just doing it for the fun of it, because we love doing it. You know, get back into that. Maybe you do have a career where you're based off of you're really doing what you feel that you love and you're called here to do, but maybe you're faltering a bit because it's starting to feel like a grind. So it's time to switch things up and get yourself re-inspired. Maybe it's time to change your business plan a little bit, or just slightly shift your target audience, or just something just slightly different and new. And this card, purpose, attunement, vision quest, maybe for some of you, not for all of you. You could go on a vision quest, you could do a meditation, you could go to a sound bath, healing, anything that kind of you could go and, I'm thinking for me, I know that I've gone to a drum gong bath sound healing with a shaman, and they just do drums for an hour, and they can take you into your subconscious mind, so you can ask questions about your bath, your journey, what to do, how to move forward. So it could possibly offer you some clarity and some guidance and some direction, because honestly, that's kind of like the best way to get things to where you want them to be, is to start from the space of, what's your calling, your passion. Maybe you just need a refresher and a reminder, or maybe you need just some time to adjust a little bit. All right, so it really sounds like you guys are working hard, and I know this time has been challenging for a lot of us. So let's take a look at your final cards. From this Return to Spirit, we have Simplicity. We have Innocence. And we have Fearless. Okay, let's scooch a little bit. Scoochy scooch. Okay, and then we have you have Mask, Blessings, and Truth. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is definitely you getting back to something more akin to what you like. This innocence and this simplicity is definitely telling me to get back in touch with why you're doing something, or why you're on this journey, or what your goals and your aims are. And if something's not working for you, it is an indication that maybe something needs to be tweaked or adjusted with what you're doing or how you're doing it, or checking in with yourself about how you're feeling when you're doing it. For me, it's been quite a journey with my art, for example, to make sure that when I'm painting, I'm not doing the painting in an energy of, I'm going to be doing this to make money and productivity and yada yada blah blah blah, masculine energy, because that's not being in my joy. That's very much the opposite of joy for me, is deadlines and rushing and focus on material, like financial pressure. So I definitely have to check myself, especially as my Capricorn moon, make sure that I'm doing it from a space of pure enjoyment, and then anything that flows from that afterwards is just a natural byproduct of me having put that energy out there into the universe first. So it's definitely talking to me about how maybe some things your guides want you to start to maybe shift a little bit and get back into the purity and the essence of the core of you and the core of what you're wanting to achieve. And also a message here about being fearless and being brave, and this might require you to really take a leap, take a step out into like something new and something you haven't done before. Maybe that's why you've been holding back. Maybe that's why this is becoming a message for you right now, is because the shift needs to happen. Maybe something that you've sort of been pushing off a little bit. And with Mask, it's also speaking to me a little bit about how perhaps it's time to let go of some of that fear of people seeing you for who you really are, what you really want, going after what you really want, and not pretending, Maybe, I'm just going to put this out here as an example, maybe you've been doing a lot of portraits because if you're a painter, you know that's what makes you money and that's what sells, and you can guarantee that that is something that's going to bring pay the bills, bring in the money. So if you feel yourself getting tired of doing portraits and taking commissions in that way, and you know deep in your heart and the back of your mind that you really want to be doing landscapes or something, or something a little bit more out there. Maybe you want to be doing vanitas paintings of skulls or something, and you're worried that nobody's going to want that. They're really saying that it's time to connect with what brings you passion, what brings you joy. This card of learning joy, art, and music, just telling me that you really need to follow your heart's calling and get back to that as kind of the anchor point to your journey to financial stability. And if you can do that, if you can reconnect or get in touch with some core truths for yourself, there's going to be a lot of blessings coming your way, and things are going to flow, and things are going to be a lot more easy for you. And any of these financial worries or abundance or career concerns are going to start to go away. They're going to start to fade away, and you're going to find yourself in a better position and not having to struggle so hard, and not feeling like you don't fit in because you've taken the mask off and you're allowing people to see you for who you really are, and you can now start to attract the right clientele. And guys, I'm not saying this is easy, because I'm taking this in as much as for myself as much as you guys who are watching. It's hard. It's definitely not easy to really embody what maybe you deep down in your heart would like to be doing, and forsake the expected social maybe path of how to make money, how to pay your bills, how to put food on your table. It's scary. And it's definitely not going to happen overnight, probably. So do it do it slowly as you feel comfortable. I'm not saying just erase everything that you've been doing up until now, but start to take those steps in this direction, and I think things are going to start to happen for you. All right, guys, I love you so much. If you do need more personalized reading, I do have personal readings available. And make sure to give me a like and a subscribe, and I'd love to hear comments below if this video resonated with you, and I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile 2. Welcome to your reading. All right, so we're gonna get started, but just a quick reminder to give this video a like or a thumbs up, and subscribe, and also just comment if you feel inspired. This is not to boost my ego. This is just to get this video more views, so that people can get recommended this video, and it gets more promoted in the algorithm. And so these messages that I'm channeling from spirit can reach the most people and help the most people. So it's really just about helping as many people as I can. Right now, I definitely am not making a single dime on this channel. It's just coming from a heart-centered space of wanting to help and be of service. So please help me out. Just go ahead and give it a like if you can. All right, so we're going to get into your messages. We're going to take a look at all your cards. Well, let's start with your first card. So your first card out was the Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Six of Wands reversed. And we have the Four of Wands reversed. So this card talks to me about someone who's juggling, who it feels very like perhaps you are feeling like you're juggling too many things. Things are up and down. Emotions are up and down. Your life keeps swinging up and down. It's just, look at this water behind him. It's very choppy waters. So this might be how you've been feeling. This is kind of the energies you've been in. And the other thing it kind of tells me is that you're definitely weighing two things. And so I'm feeling like there is this sense of like juggling a passion project, or juggling maybe financial career success or pursuit of a particular goal, but also weighing that with something maybe more personal, like a personal goal, like starting a family or finding a partner or being in a community, finding more friends. There's two cards here that have animals that, kind of I associate with isolation. So you have the herons here with this grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. And you have this wolf with telepathy, transmission, perception, and communication. So I know that wolves are actually pack animals, but there's always that saying, the very common saying, the lone wolf. So I'm just seeing that here kind of represented is these two isolated kind of energies here with the heron and the wolf. But then we also have these two swans with this card: wisdom, joy, learning, art, and music. So that kind of lends some energy again to this card, because this is often a card of partnership or marriage, and this is often a symbol for twin flames or soulmates, however you want to look at it. Just a symbol to me of a committed partnership type energy, however you like to think of it. So yeah, you might be feeling a bit up and down, or feeling like you don't know if you could have both of these things, are not sure where to put your energy right now into one of those things. Or you just feel like, I'm getting a sense for some of you that there's a bit of pessimism, because this grateful optimism card, joyous view of the future, coupled with the Six of Wands in reverse, kind of gives me the vibe maybe you're feeling like a little bit negative about these things coming to fruition or being successful with your endeavors, with your hopes, your dreams, how you see the future, how you're thinking of the future, what you see, transpiring in your future. The bottom of the deck here, it says building your own world, creation, expansion, and networking. So along with this telepathy card, I definitely think some of your guides, the advice that's coming through is to definitely be shifting how you're thinking, how you're feeling, because these things do matter when it comes to what you're able to have for your future. This card came out for pile 1, so seems to be kind of a theme to be focusing or orienting yourself towards things that bring you joy, things that fill your heart up, things that inspire you. So playing instruments, singing, painting, dancing, and just in general learning about art and creative endeavors is important for you, because it's helping you to cultivate an ability to feel like you're creating things that bring you joy. It's expanding your intuitive abilities. You're tapping into creative flow. Yeah, and it's helping you to get into a more, I feel like it's helping you to get into a more psychic state and tap into future timelines and get yourself in a higher, like a more, I wouldn't say higher, but just like a better vibration to be manifesting the things that you want rather than the things that you don't want. And I'm kind of sensing that has a lot to do with feeling alone or lonely or not having people around you or not having support, the support that you want or the success that you want. So I really feel like those things are definitely possible for you. It's just your guides are really wanting to work on this back and forth swingy energy. You might be up one day and down the other kind of a thing. It just might be a lot of really highs and lows for you. So they're asking you to like hopefully work a little bit on being more centered, not going so much with the wave, but like knowing that the ups and downs are going to happen, not let them overtake you, right? And even if you're not feeling like it, doing your best, doing your utmost best to, take an hour out or 30 minutes out just to do something that brings you joy, brings you happiness, brings you some stability, some comfort, whether it's listening to your favorite music, going out in nature, drawing, sketching, whatever it is for you, knitting, so let's take a look at your final cards and see if we have any other final messages for you. So from these Return to Spirit, we have mediumship. Very interesting since you already have this card of telepathy. You have sexuality, intuition, so mediumship and intuition. Wow. And vibrational. Wow. So, gosh, I'm really getting for these cards the specific message for those of you who are looking for a partner. You're going to be getting like intuitive messages or psychic like premonitions, or there's just going to be some, like, you're going to be getting some messages about your person soon. So try to remain optimistic about that if that's something that you're really wanting. Try to keep yourself in a positive mindset that this is coming. It's on its way. Like, look forward to it. Like, you already know it's gonna be happening, without any doubting or questioning that is gonna show up. Because these cards are really telling me that, like, vibrationally, if you can just get yourself a little bit, adjust that a little bit, this is gonna like turn around for you. With this vibrational, with this joyous view of the future card, I think that, yeah, trust your gut here. You're very close to connecting with some important person or important group of people. Maybe work a little bit, for some of you, on your sexual energy, clear up any feelings of shame or any feelings that you've had about sex, any negative feelings about intimacy, anything around that, just so that you're ready and you're prepared for when this person shows up. Working on your confidence in that area. And I'm not talking about, I'm I'm not talking about anything crazy. I just, you know, pole dancing or something, go take a pole dancing class. And no, I'm just saying, I mean, if you feel called to do that, of course, go ahead. I would never say no to that. And just maybe journal or ask yourself some questions, clear up through some EFT tapping or journaling, or if you know Reiki, you know, sending to some love to the parts of you that maybe have not had the best experiences in the past with being sexually close to someone. I know that I've struggled with that. So yeah, just cleaning that up a little bit. But actually, these cards look really, really good. Your final cards, you have water, air, and courage. So this takes me right back to what I was talking about from the very beginning, which is this juggling between. So you have the air energy and the water energy. And so that to me is talking about, you know, your heart and your mind. And this is a very classic split between what your heart wants and what your mind wants. And so for some of you, this message is really about working to clear and harmonize, working on harmonizing your heart and your mind, getting them both on the same page, so that you can stop this juggling, swinging energy back and forth between this tug of war between your heart and your mind. And your guides are acknowledging that this does take some bravery and it does take some courage to look within and ask yourself the questions you need to ask yourself. And great practice is, why would it be so bad? You know, if you do find a negative belief, you can ask yourself, why would that be so bad? And keep asking yourself that question every time you come up with an answer until you kind of get down to the core of it. I've used that process a lot. And then simply just say, even though I feel fear around being intimate, or whatever it might be that comes up for you, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And I use that as a mantra throughout the day or throughout the week for whatever it is that I know is an issue for my subconscious. And it really, surprisingly, does make a huge difference, and it helps release those fears, and it helps harmonize the mind and the heart space. Just becoming aware, and then just sending love to those parts of you, those beliefs within you, because they came, you know, they came into being for a good reason. You didn't just have those for no reason. So send those parts love, send that thought love, so that it can be released and let go. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. If you do need more personal guidance, I am offering personal readings, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending your precious time with me. Just a quick reminder, please give this video a like or a subscribe or comment, in not for my own ego boost, but just because I really need this to get seen by as many people as possible, and it really, really helps to get the video boosted in the algorithms. We got to play that little game. So if you can, you know, help my channel get seen by more people, so these messages get to the eyeballs that need to see them. It's really not about money or fame for me. It's just about getting these messages out. All right, so thank you for helping the channel, and we're gonna get into your messages. So let's see here. Very interesting pile, very different from the other ones already. So your first card is the 3 of Pentacles. Then we also have here the 9 of Swords, we've got the High Priestess, and we have the Four of Pentacles. All right, and then let me move this. So the Priestess of Light, we have the Abundance card, Fortune, Wealth, and Plenty. We have Guide, the Illuminated Path. We have Clarity, Planning, and Releasing Illusion. And then we have Telepathy, Transmission, Perception, Communication. Okay. All right, so this is my psychic pile. I can already see a lot of you are very psychic, sensitive, empathic people. So that being said, we have our first card is talking about planning something. This card is also about growth. So I feel that for a lot of you, your psychic abilities, your psychic awareness is growing. It's needing to be up-leveled. Things need to be, things are needing to be healed so that you can up-level. Specifically, there's something that needs to be let go of, some kind of limiting belief or thoughts. To me, having this Three of Pentacles and then Four of Pentacles is definitely giving me a clue about what this pile is really about here, because this card is all about growth, but this card talks a lot about stagnancy. Even though he's got, like, he has 4 pentacles instead of 3, he's stagnating because he's not willing to let go of something in order to create something greater. So this might be if you have a spiritually based business, this could also be talking about that. If you're a guide or a counselor or a coach, there's something that Spirit is asking you to let go of, something that is illusionary, that needs to be addressed and healed and let go of and looked at, so that you can become a better channel, guide, counselor, psychic, tarot card reader. This is the psychic card. So you are being asked to let go of something in order for more abundance, in order for more clarity, so you can help people more with your psychic abilities. But there is definitely something that needs to be addressed in order to up-level this telepathic ability of yours, your perceptions, things that you're getting, psychic intuitions, your communication with the other side. And the bottom of the deck here, touching earth, planting something new. So again, I feel like this is interesting. This is what was so interesting about this pile to me, because it's talking a lot about psychic abilities, but it's also talking about being really practical with these pentacles here. So it's about blending the two, bringing things back to reality, bringing things down to earth, bringing these spiritual concepts down to a practical level, applying them correctly, not getting caught up in illusion, not getting caught up in any kind of belief systems that maybe aren't really grounded, not really tested, not really, there's a lot of people out there who, unfortunately, not all of them are giving the best advice. And I don't mean that they're doing it maliciously, but if you aren't grounded in your spirituality, you can maybe give advice that isn't practiced. You haven't put it, people have not implemented it. It's just more in the etheric, theoretical realms, and it hasn't been applied, and it hasn't been tested to be proven to be that it works, right? So just for some example, I'm just giving some context. So whatever it is for you, the guides are asking you to your guides and your spirit team are asking to maybe take a little bit of an inventory. What really practically works for you? What has worked for you? What isn't working for you? How do you want to teach things moving forward? And yeah, just keeping that in mind so that you can be helping people in the best possible way, and you can grow your business, grow your spirituality, become a greater version of yourself, be more open, and your spiritual abilities or spiritual gifts are going to open up as you center and ground your practice. For example, you do yoga every day or almost every day, or you meditate every day, and that helps ground your practice and it helps open you up, and your abilities become stronger and your abilities become more amplified, I guess is the good word. All right, so let's take a look at your final cards. I'm gonna shuffle these Return to Spirit cards for you and see what else comes out. This card just will not. This is the theme, guys. It's simplicity. It keeps coming up. I feel like doing 4 since we have a theme here going 4. Let's see what there's one more. All right. This is always the same. Oh my gosh. Okay. So music has also come up for the other piles. And if you listen to NDEs, music is very important for when you cross over. A lot of NDEers, near-death experiencers, will talk about like music and the frequency of music. It's just like really connected with the frequencies of the higher dimensions that we will, we go back to when we die. Okay, so you've got, like I said, you have simplicity, you have gifted, you have faith, and you have music. So first thing first here, guys, I feel like your guides want me to tell you, like, and reiterate to you that you do have a significant psychic gift, and not to doubt that at all, because it's real. And the more that we doubt our psychic abilities and don't trust them, they can't grow, right? So important to, I feel like it's important to just mention that. If you do feel like you have some lingering doubts as to whether you're really truly psychic or intuitive, maybe it's time to work on some of those beliefs and release them, because they can be getting in the way of you opening up more psychically. And then you have music. So like I said, the frequency of music is so important for healing and opening up your energy fields to the higher realms. I've heard of people using, music to help them astral travel. So I know it's possible. use certain types of music to enhance and up level your ability to use your psychic abilities, your psychic gifts, tap into your higher self, the higher realms. So there's a message there for some of you around music specifically. And the simplicity card, it keeps coming up. It came up a lot for the other piles too, so I feel like I have to kind of mention it as well. That it's really about simplicity to me is really about getting yourself back to the core or the center or the heart of why you're doing something. And simplicity is about, just getting yourself back to the vibrational state of the things that you want to create. It's really as simple as that. So if you want to be manifesting money, relationships, etc., whatever it is, we need to be mindful of our energy and our state of mind and our feelings towards that thing first. Otherwise, you can't really be a very good attractor for those things in your life. So we've got Stormy and Thunderbird tracks. You got Soulmate. And you got New Moon. All right. So this is just a specific message for anyone in this group or this pile that is trying to manifest a soulmate, or a connection, maybe just a friendship that you're hoping to manifest, or community, or just connect, relationships, any kind of heart-centered relationship, that they are saying that yes, this is coming, have faith. Anything that was rocky in the past is in the past, and that this is a new fresh start. New moons are about fresh starts, new beginnings. The Thunderbird tracks is a yes card for me. The Soulmate card is just a card of, like I said, heart-centered, heartfelt, like-minded people coming into your life, or a person coming into your life. And so any hardships and lack feeling around this topic, for those of you who are wishing for it, is coming to an end. You'll look forward to that, have faith that it's coming. Like I've just been practicing recently, if any of you are part of the group with Julia Phoenix. Shout out to my girl Julia Phoenix. We were just talking about non-negotiables, so maybe it's time to practice feeling that it's non-negotiable that these things are coming, and that you are certain to be encountering these people in your life, that it's not an if, it's just a when. And send your intentions to the universe, that you know that it's on its way, it's coming, it's for you, and there's just no other option. It can't not show up. It's meant for you. So practice that. I feel like I keep looking over at this card, so again, just a quick reminder. These two cards really basically are saying the same thing, but really making sure that you're grounding your energy, and I mean that in not just I'm touching the earth, although that it's nice to do and it's good to do, but being practical, having a practical mindset, and taking it out of the ethers and out of the dream state and out of the planning state, and putting into planning for it to come like it's, you know, it's coming. Don't plan for like if it's not coming. Don't give yourself an out. It's already on its way to you. Just be certain, you know, have faith, have total trust, and wake up going every morning going, yeah, that's on its way. And there's nothing for me to further to worry about. It can't not happen. All right. So those are my 2 cents. That's what I've been practicing. So I just thought I'd mention that to you guys. I love you so much. If you do need some more specific messages or practical guidance specific to your situation, I'd be really happy to assist you. So I will leave a link below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here, spending your time with me. So just a quick reminder to give this video a like and subscribe and give it a comment if you feel guided to. Not for an ego boost from me. It's not personal. I'm not really looking for fame, or money or anything like this from this channel. I just simply am doing these from a space of wanting to share my gift and share messages that will help people. And so by you liking and commenting, it boosts this video in the algorithms and gives it a chance to be seen by the people who really need to see it. So help it get out there, help it get seen so that I can help others. So if you help me, you're helping other people too. All right, so moving on from that little PSA. Your first card is the 2 of Cups reversed. You have the King of Pentacles reversed. And you have the Justice card reversed. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and say, listen guys, if you're not looking for a romantic reading, I'm just probably not gonna be your reading, just because we've got twin flames here, soul partner, eternal connection. This definitely has a partnership, romantic connection vibe to it. So if that doesn't really apply to you, probably not your reading. So we got the bright heart light, twin flames, open connections. So we got connections, and we have clarity, planning and releasing illusion. So a lot of cards about relationships. Okay, so I'm feeling like for pile 4, this pile just feels to me like there's been some disappointment with regards to love. There's been maybe a disconnection within a connection. There's maybe some healing that's been needed to be done. Maybe you're taking a break. Maybe you're separated physically or otherwise from this King of Pentacle energy. I feel like there's possibly some heart blocks for one or both of the people. There's definitely a sense that with this Justice card in reverse that things are just not fair. Justice is not being done and you're feeling probably confused about what's going on and why this is all happening. Because I feel like with these cards, twin flames and the 2 of Cups showing up, this tells me that you definitely did feel a very strong connection to this person. And you're just curious, like, where is this going wrong? Because it felt so right. So yeah, I feel like you're really looking for clarity. You're looking for healing. And you're looking for a sense of justice within the situation this month, this season. Makes a lot of sense because we're in Libra season, which is all about relationships, and this is the card of Libra. So yeah, this card really is talking to me about heart healing, being open, opening up our heart, being able to be open with our heart energy, and not having our walls up, not having blocks. This King of Pentacles card is really a card about someone being very, very, very generous and open-hearted and very giving, overflowing with abundance, an abundance of giving, and not just financial, but from an emotional standpoint as well. So if that's you, if that applies to you, it's definitely indicated here to work on some heart healing, and balancing these energies out, maybe staying open to whatever the person that you're connected to or wanting to be connected to has to say or is feeling. Even if you're feeling hurt, even if you're feeling a bit wronged, there might be an explanation. There might be a higher truth, or a higher, bigger, larger explanation, a higher perspective that you can attain because of this eagle here. Eagles fly very, very high, and so they can have a very high perspective, a broad perspective, and on things below them. They can see incredibly well. They can see very small objects from very high above, so they can see wide, and they can also see detail, which makes them a powerful spirit guide or spirit animal. So if you do resonate with the eagle, you could definitely call upon them, meditate with the spirit of eagle, and maybe they can offer you some guidance, some clarity. This card also says releasing illusion, so there might be some illusion here that needs to be cut through and addressed with regards to a relationship. Maybe something wasn't communicated. Maybe something wasn't, carefully enough communicated or clearly enough communicated. So maybe the other person stepped out of bounds or, crossed the line, but maybe they didn't know that they were. Maybe they weren't clear on what your expectations were. So maybe give them another chance. Maybe give them a chance to clarify and speak for themselves and give their side of the story, because I do feel there's a lot of love here with this Two of Cups, and I think there's a chance for healing, and I think there's a chance for you to grow and expand and use this as a chance to up-level yourself as a soul, and maybe look at it from that perspective. Like, all of the people in our lives come into our lives, whether they be negative or positive people. Even the negative ones come here out of love to play a certain role so that we can learn certain soul lessons, right? So even the narcissistic partner may be teaching you something that you actually needed to learn in order to appreciate, the next person that comes along and doesn't treat you that way, and does know how to love you in the ways that feel good. We often don't understand black until we have seen white, or white until we know black. So it's important that we understand we live in a world of duality, and that's what we came down here as a soul to experience. So I feel like that's sort of the message here. The bottom of the deck says circle of eternal joy, timelessness, and the dance of life. So to me, that's really feeling very much like what I was just talking about, the dance of life. You know, it's not all going to be positive. It's not always going to feel good, but it's a circle. And we always end up back at the truth that we are love, and we are made of love, and we are on this path here on this 3D in this 3D body, just for a short period of time until we go back to spirit, we go back to source, and then we realize it was all, you know, it was all just sort of a game that we intended on playing. So let's take a look at your final cards. We have Celestial, we have Feline, we have Power, and we have Take Flight. Ooh, so this is cool because like we have this tiger here in this card, and I've been seeing the tiger very much this past year, so it's been coming through very strongly. So we have this tiger, we have Feline, and we have Power, because I really associate, you know, the tiger with a lot of personal power. He comes to kind of help guide us in learning to embody our solar plexus kind of energy, our personal will power. And so there's also kind of a lot of yellow coming through with this card. There's yellow and pink here. There's pink and green. So that's really cool. There's a lot of symbolism here with regards to empowerment. So I feel like whatever is happening with you and a particular individual relationship, this is really helping your personal power development, to step into your personal power. Maybe you're learning some good lessons around boundaries and learning how to embody this very strong, maybe even female power, feminine power, because I kind of associate this tiger energy with, and cat energy with feminine, feline energy with divine feminine. Very quiet, but very strong, very powerful. Kind of like the Strength card. Kind of can equate that energy there. All right, so we have Full Moon, Thunderbird Tracks, Storm, Gift, and Grounded. Can we see, kind of, hopefully? All right. And then we have on the bottom of the deck, Evil Eye. So you have the full moon, which is about completion of a cycle, or, you know, culmination of a cycle. And then we have Thunderbird Tracks, which is a strong yes card. We've got Stormy, the Gift card, and Grounded. So I feel like even though this might have been very challenging, or it is very challenging, or you're having some challenges, this is ultimately for your highest good. Ultimately, it is a gift if you can hope, and if you can do your best to see it from a higher perspective and see it that way. There is some kind of a completion energy coming through. Maybe this is something that your soul is trying to wrap up and finalize, and get that kind of like final, like, okay, we know that he or she can, or they can, you know, hold their own, and they've learned the lesson of empowerment and boundaries, and, you know, staying true to themselves and holding firm in the midst of some difficult energies, aren't even, I want to say, you know, with this bright heart light and the King of Pentacles there, maybe even the desire to want to give maybe too much or give in, or like, you know, you have this natural tendency to like be a caretaker, a caregiver. So learning that balance of giving to others, and also having a strong sense of self and saying yes to yourself, and really grounding your lessons, grounding these important soul lessons, because I feel like, you know, I didn't really talk about this take flight card, but I do feel like things are going to take off for you. It is working out for you. Yeah, it's this, like, it's divinely guided. It's what I'm getting. It's really divinely guided what's happening right now. So take heart. And I feel like with this card, Evil Eye at the bottom, you're really being protected and you're being looked after. As difficult as the situations might seem in the moment, you are being protected. You're being looked after by your team, your higher guides, spirit guides, ancestors, and that it's all going to wrap up and come full circle. And you're going to find a joy. You're going to find the joy in this relationship again. I really feel that. Okay? You're going to come back to feeling very strongly heart-centered towards this person, no matter what kind of ends up happening. That's kind of the end point for this journey that you're on. All right, guys, that is all I'm seeing for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I do have personal readings available if you do need a more personalized guidance. And as always, I love you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.